Welcome back to Hidden Oaks Homestead. This time we're back in the kitchen, and it's the time of year where I go all out in the kitchen with baking and Christmas cookies. For those of you who have been following our journey for a little bit and have been part of our journey so far, have seen some previous videos that I posted about our Christmas cookies. This year I thought I'll share a little bit more about the process that I follow every year. We basically spend at least a week in the kitchen baking Christmas cookies, and we end up north of 1,500 to 2,000 cookies every year. Now, we bake this much because we like them and we like to share with family, neighbors, and friends as well. And this is really the only time of year that I bake cookies. I don't bake cookies any other time of the year. I'll leave that to Amber and Zach. They are more than welcome to do that. But I only bake cookies for Christmas time. And for that time of year, I use old family recipes that we used when I grew up, when I was a kid, at my parents' house and my grandparents' house. So these are recipes that I have been familiar with and that I have been using ever since I was a little kid. As with any cookie recipe, basic ingredients you are going to need is flour, butter, sugar, and eggs. Depending on the recipes we're going to follow here, you're going to need, in addition, some cocoa, some vanilla, and some cinnamon. And other than that, that's really all the ingredients you're going to need. Some of my cookies also have nuts included, so if you have a tree nut allergy, those probably won't work for you, but those are one of my favorites. Vanilla crescents are one of my favorites, and they have a lot of hazelnuts in them. So those are my favorites, and I'm going to show you how I put my dough together. So what you want to do is mix all your dry ingredients together really good. So that's your flour, any kind of nuts you're using, sugar, cinnamon, vanilla sugar. I guess vanilla extract would be a wet ingredient in this case. So mix your dry ingredients together really well. And then you can add your wet ingredients. Ah! 2 Eier. Okay. Oh, this is the checker one? Oh my gosh, I love the checker one. Roll it out a little bit. Cut it. All of my cookies follow a 3-step process. That's why it's taking us at least a week to get everything together. We're looking at making the dough, letting the dough rest at least overnight to really get the flavor working within the dough, and then baking them.
It's so cold.
Some of the cookies, like Chip's favorite cookie, needs a little bit of extra work because after the baking process, then they need to be filled and they need to be decorated. So some of the cookies need some extra work, but for the most part, we're looking at making the dough, resting the dough, and then baking the cookies and enjoying the yummy cookies that we're gonna make. Every year when it's time to bake, I have to stock up on certain things. I have to stock up on my flour, I have to stock up on my sugar, I have to stock up on my nuts and my cocoa and my cinnamon, that just the ingredients that I don't necessarily have around all year long. It's time to stock up. When it comes to this time of year, I also feel the need to stock up on some other items that I don't always have around or that you can't always get all year long because they're very seasonal. One of the favorite things that I like to stock up on every year is my Glühwein, so the mulled wine that's traditionally drank around Christmas time in Germany, as well as some of the gingerbread options that are out there. I'm super excited to stock up every year. It's something that I grew up with and that I love to have for the kids and my family here, and we go out and stock up every year. So these are recipes that I have been familiar with and that I have been using ever since I was a little kid. So it's an emotional thing for me as well. Every year I love doing this, and I love having this tradition with my family here. It's something that I brought with me as I moved across the pond over here to America. Baking fills my home with amazing smells. Vanilla and cocoa and cinnamon, and it's amazing. The favorite cookies that I bake every year are one of Chip's favorites, one of mine favorites, and one of the kids' favorites. And then I sprinkle in some other recipes here and there just to mix it up. Back home in Germany, when it comes to Christmas time, everywhere you go, no matter if it's a restaurant, a Christmas market, grandma's house, an aunt's house, doesn't matter. Everybody will have what we call the colorful plate out for Christmas, which will include different kind of recipes, different kind of gingerbread and cookies that follow their family recipes. And everybody goes around, shares, everybody eats, has some coffee or tea with it. And it's one of those traditions that has always been really dear to my heart and that I love. And that's one of the things that I love most about Christmas. I hope this video gave you a couple of ideas on different recipes and different things to make for your family and friends. The reason I bake as much as I do for Christmas is because we like to eat it. The neighbors are now at a point where they kind of expect my cookie drop every year, and I love to share with family and friends. So this is my love and work out to you as a community and out to my family and friends, and sharing in the Christmas spirit. If you're doing Christmas baking, I would love to hear from you to see what you do and how you share in the joys and the Christmas spirit. And I will see you in the next video.